Yo, 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 yo. What is up, Kite Crew? This is a new episode of the Cloud Kite podcast. Today we got Blaire on with us today, here to tell her wonderful story about how she is one of the dopest artists right now in Colorado.
Well, thank you.
I was definitely listening to some of your shit when you followed me, and I was just like,
Yeah,
all right, she got bars. She got bars. All right, I see you. I see you.
I'm out here.
I see you.
Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that.
You're
Um,
welcome.
say it again.
I said you're welcome.
Oh, thank you. I'm coming out of New Orleans, so I gotta represent for my people.
Mm,
Came to Colorado so that I could express my musical expertise, you feel me? So that's
I
why I'm
like that.
here doing my thing.
Mm,
Love it out here. So I'm excited to be a part of this and your podcast. Like this is super dope.
I appreciate it. No, I appreciate it. I talked to Reese when him and I finished our episode, and I was like, if you know any cool people, definitely send them my way, because like I want to try to expand this shit to more than just like just the people that I know. And he's like, yeah, I got you. I know some dope ass artists, and he's like, I got you. And once I saw that you were in my request, I was like, yeah, like let's get this going. Let's do this
Oh,
shit.
I love Fozzy. He's so dope. He's dope. Like we have a song together, and I can't wait to actually perform that eventually because it's dope
Mm.
as heck. We've been doing some making some mad moves, mad
I
vibes.
love that. Yeah, he's an amazing man. He's an amazing man. So, how how did you start making music? Like, what caused your inspiration, your drive, and your like the dedication to want to go from being a kid with dreams to actually pursuing this music stuff?
Okay. Well, so my parents, my mother and my father, are both musicians.
Mm,
Growing up in New Orleans, music has been consistently in my life. I was in marching band for a long period of time in my life, and because my mother's a singer, she's like kind of just implemented singing to me and playing instruments. So I've been
mm,
doing this since I was a young cat.
mm.
But I didn't really start really getting into it until like 2014, I want to say. I was like, man, you know what? Let's just do it. Let's write music. And I got on SoundCloud and I had like 4 or 5 songs on SoundCloud that I did in my basement. I was like, okay, I'm gonna just make some beats up and we're gonna make it happen. It wasn't until 2021 though that I actually was like, no, I want to do this. I need to put effort behind this. And I linked up with my boy Seven. He used to live in California. He's also an
Mm.
artist. And we were sitting in his living room with a laptop, a speaker, and a mic, and going on beatstars.com find these beats and was like, okay, bro, like we got the beats, like let's make it happen. And the first song we did together was Team.
Mm.
And then we wrote On Red. And then from there we just kept going and kept going. So then I had enough music to put out 2 EPs. I was like, okay, I'm ready. I'm about to push this. Let's go. My father, he flew me out to Vegas and was like, I'm gonna shoot your music video for you. I'm gonna pay for everything. I'm gonna get you good. I'm gonna have
Hey.
with good production and everything. I was like, all right, let's do it. And then I got really sick in 2022.
Oh no.
I couldn't perform, I couldn't do shows. It was not good. So I stopped for a complete year
Mm.
and couldn't push my music, couldn't push the music video, any of it. And then my I got married and my wife was like, push this stuff, go, we gotta do this, we gotta do it. So
Mm.
I revamped, rebranded myself and was like, okay, let's do it. So now I'm pushing everything that I did. I'm like, let's get it. And now I'm working on my freshman album through this music enterprise company called Anthem. They're so dope. And they
Mm.
everything that I've written, played guitar to, trumpet to, they're like, we got you. We're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it happen.
Mm.
So that's where I'm at right now in my musical journey, man. Like really trying to get it streamlined
Nah.
going.
Nah, definitely. No, like, and you're definitely like doing it in the right way. Like, definitely doing it in the right way. You're making solid ass moves. Definitely.
Oh, that's so dope. Thank you.
You're very welcome. So, what would you say are your like inspirations in the music? Like, when you describe your music, what are like five, top artists that you would listen to that you would be like, these are the people that solidified who I am as an artist?
First, I would say Jill Scott.
Ooh.
And because of her jazziness like that and her
Mm.
voice, like I coming from where I said New Orleans is very jazzy. I
Mm-hmm.
can't take it away from my voice. Like, I have a very raspy, jazzy sound to me. So a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people compare me to Jill, and I'm like, thank you for that compliment. Like, that's an honor to be compared to her.
Mm.
Other people say they hear Sade influences in my music and a lot of SZA now that I've been listening to SZA a little bit. And it's funny because me and SZA are around the same age.
Mm.
So that makes me feel like me and her had a lot of the same influences. I'm like, okay, dope. That means we grew up in the same kind of musical caliber. So
Mm.
um who else? You said five. So we got Jill, I got Sade, SZA as my modern day. And then I would say Music Soul Child. And growing up, like, yeah, I love Music Soul Child.
Mm.
Lyrically, I think he is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have a real high pitched voice. I have kind of this like middle tone. So a
Mm-hmm.
lot of his music was way easier to sing. So I kind of picked up his flow and like a little bit of
Mm.
the way he sang certain things and how he reached high notes. And then my last person, I would say, it's a toss up because it would either be Erica Badu or Lauryn Hill.
Ooh.
Right. Because like
Ooh.
I like Erica because she's outside of the box. She never wants to be put into a category. And I'm the
Mm.
same way. I don't want my music to just be R&B or neo soul. Like I
Mm.
have a lot of alternative music. I like rock music. I like pop music. So a lot of my album has all that kind of mixed in.
Mm.
And then Lauryn Hill, she's very like poetic. And almost every one of my songs came from a poem that I
Mm.
wrote and then transitioned into music. So like that would be out of the five, I'll say Erica first, and then Lauren can like slip in there.
I'm a I'm gonna say like for lyrically, I would like say another one. I would personally think another person from New Orleans or Louisiana area is JID. Just the way that you're like with your flow, the way that you attack it, and
Yeah,
even with your like even with your lyrics and how you story tell, it's just like a whole different kind of journey. And it's just like
yeah.
I see a lot of like when I'm listening to JID, he's like just the way that he's like his story, like he tells his stories is just like it just hit me with a glimpse of that, and it was just like, okay, I see it, I see it, I see it.
Thank you. I appreciate that for sure, for real. That's so dope. Where are you out from? Where are you located?
I'm actually from Canada. So
Oh,
I live in a place called Slave Lake, Alberta, which is our province, and then which is in Canada and stuff like that. So like
okay.
I've
That's
there
so
we live
dope.
in about like it's about 8,000 to like over 10,000 people like we have here. Like we're considered a large town and shit like that. So yeah, I've been doing music for about like 7 years. So
No,
yeah.
that's so dope. Okay. I'm here for that. Let's go. Let's go, Canada. I've been trying to get out there for a minute. Like I told my wife, I was like 35, I want to go. Gotta go to Canada.
You got
And
to,
I want to
got
take a
to.
train ride out there. I
Do
heard
it,
the train
do it.
ride is like
I
dope.
would definitely, if you're coming to Alberta, I would definitely say go to Calgary, which is one of the nicer cities.
Okay.
And then because it's right by Banff and Jasper, which is like the main attractions, which are like the mountains and oh, so
Oh,
beautiful. Yeah, yeah,
okay. Put me up on game.
I got you.
Yes, thank you. Appreciate it. I'm here for that.
No,
Oh, I had to get some water. Okay.
I feel that. I feel that. I got me some coffee today.
Stay hydrated, right?
Got to, got to. So tell me a little bit, like, like what are some of your struggles right now that you've been facing, like as an independent artist?
I would say as an independent artist, trusting.
Mm,
It is hard in this industry to trust people. To like, you have people in your inbox all day, like, oh, you're fire, oh, you're a star, and like, pay me some money to put you on my DJ station, or pay me this and I'll get you where you need to be, or you want to be
mm.
promoted, I'll get you some fans. And I'm like, bruh,
Mhm,
it's scammy. There's scammy out there. It's just, I would say to any artist that's coming up in the game, like, make sure you have a good team.
mhm,
Make sure you
mhm,
trust the people in your team. Make sure your team got your back and you got theirs. Like, because it is rough to be doing this by yourself without a label supporting you, without a manager supporting you, like doing everything. You booking your own shows, hoping that somebody calls you up and be like, hey, you want to open for me? Or um, trying to work a 9 to 5 and also trying to do music while taking care of a household. Like,
mm,
that's, I know it's not, I'm not the only one out here trying to do that. Like,
mhm,
yeah, we got some youngsters out in the game that's like getting it, but they getting lost in the sauce too. Cause like
mhm,
when you're young, you don't really know the music business like that. So people are here like, yeah, no, I got you. I'll support you. I'll take care of you. And all the while, they're just snatching money out your pocket and you don't even realize it.
Oh,
You just
100%.
decided to do a show.
Oh,
You just, right, you know what I'm saying? You just decided to get out there. So like, I would say like, be mindful of who you're talking to and who you surrounding yourself with. Be mindful of who's working with your music.
mm,
Get you your own BMI. Get your stuff copywritten. Make sure you got all the linguistics of your music straight without
mm.
anybody's help. Because you need to know what's happening. So when you do hire somebody to take care of it for you, you know how it's done.
Exactly. Exactly. Make your moves smarter, not harder.
Yeah. Straight up. Look, it's rough in these streets, man. People be trying.
Oh, 100%. Like, no, it's definitely a as an independent artist, it's definitely hard to trust because, well, even other artists too, because it's just like they wanna. I've had a couple artists where they've reached out and they're like, "Hey, I want to do something with you, but like, I need you to pay me." But it's just
Yeah.
like I'm like just sitting there. It's just like, okay, but like you want to work with me, like that's not really how it goes. But it's just
Right.
like it's just because like people are, like people are more worried about the money aspect, and it's just like for me,
Yeah.
for me, it's just like money's gonna come and go, but like if you're not really feeling your own shit, then like why the
Yep.
fuck are you doing this? Like the money aspect can't be the reason why you're doing this.
You're doing this. Nah.
Nah.
You're right. No, say that because that's the real, like, this money is going to come. If
Mm-hmm.
you're doing what you're supposed to do,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna come. And
Yeah.
it's gonna come nice, okay? It's gonna
Exactly.
come so nice. But if you out here just hungry for it, it's not gonna come like you want.
Exactly.
It'll
Like
come
I
in your
was
fingers right out.
see, like
It won't be longevity money.
see, like I was telling one of my friends yesterday, is like I want to get back to the place where I was hungry for myself, where like I had the goosebumps and all of that. And I was like, yeah, I made that shit. I made that shit. Nobody else. Me. I made that shit. Cause like I feel like even as an independent artist, like you're like worried about streams way too much. It's just
Yeah.
like, and then you're worried about like the income and all of this, like way too much. And it's like then you lose the aspect and you lose the drive and you lose the motivation on why you are actually doing this. Why are you
Right.
actually doing this? Because you're taking that chance on yourself. You're taking that risk on yourself. You know that you're a badass motherfucker on a beat. You know that you're gonna eat that shit up every fucking time.
Eh.
And that's why you fucking continue to believe in yourself because you got that dedication and all
That.
of that. Then you don't worry about the money aspect because it's just like, yeah, every time I make it something, I at least know it's heat. I don't have to sit there and be like, oh no, it's not. No, I made shit fire.
That. Ooh, yes. Okay. I make sure fire. Yes, I'm here for that.
Mm,
I want to agree with you. Like, yeah, no, it's about that drive. It's about that passion. Like, what am I putting into this? And I know what I'm doing. I want to change the world. I want to change the way people think about stuff. I want people to
mm,
really like. I want people to relate to the music that I'm singing, so they
yes.
can change how they think about things. Like,
Yes.
I'm not here to make that bag. I mean, the bag would be nice,
Mm-hmm.
but that's not what I'm here for. I want
Yes.
people to relate. I want people to feel. I want people to
Mm,
know what's going on. And like,
mm,
if I can tell a story and it relates to you and it touches you, and if it's just one person out there, that's enough.
mm,
That is enough for me to touch one soul. Like that song touched me. I'm like,
mm,
thank you.
mm.
Thank you for that.
100%. Like it's like as artists, we're out here to make an impact.
Yeah.
100%. 100%. Because it's just like I know a couple of artists where it's just like they're only motivated, by like certain kind of things, and it's just like nah, nah. Because it's just like,
Right.
what, like, why are you motivated by this? Why you be? Because like I got homies that are like doing this because they're like, oh, I can't wait to get like famous because then it's gonna get me pussy. It's gonna get me like this. It's gonna get me like that. No, don't think like that. Because the thing is when people think like that, it's not gonna happen because you're doing this for the wrong reasons. If you're not here to be
That
like, nah, I want my shit to change someone's life. I want my shit to make an impact and for that person to, be in the car like at 2 a.m. in the morning and just fucking cruising around, singing their fucking heart out or rapping to
hard
my
out.
songs or whatever. Because they're in that mood, they're feeling they feeling the lyric right at that fucking moment, so they're just singing it out. It's like I want that shit. I don't
That.
give a fuck about the bitches. I don't give a fuck about the money. I don't give a fuck
Mm-mm.
about this. No, 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 no. That's not what I'm doing it for. Like that one individual or that like group of people in this vehicle just fucking just jamming out. because
Yes.
they hear the song, they feel the impact, and it's just like, yeah, that's it. That's what I needed. That's what I
I needed
needed.
that
And
today. Right.
fuck yeah.
Facts. You spinning real facts, okay?
Big facts. That's all we spit here is big facts.
Period. Period.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
No, I thank you for having me today. Like, no, dude, you're a keeper, man. You're a keeper. Gotta keep you in the circle.
No, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. And see, like that's why I'm so happy like Reese did this for me, because it's not only like I get to have my inner circle like that I've worked with for so many years beyond this podcast, but it's like allowing me to have different artists that personally I don't know, but it's just like I get to know, I get to
Yeah.
experience their story while they
Yeah.
share it. You know, like it feels like I get to basically just be in a front row while they're just like, yeah, so this is what I've been through as an artist. This is what I've like, this is what I've gotten to see. This is what I've, been like done and everything like that. And it's just like
Right.
I love hearing that shit. I love hearing people where it's just like, they talk about like shitty situations and then they talk about how they became fucking triumphant in that shit. Because it's like impact. And because it's all about that impact. That's like what I love is like anytime that I like do this with another artist, I always feel, I feel so relieved because it's just like I gain a little bit more from like each interview. I did gain a different perspective each interview, and it's just like I love it because then it just gets me to sit there and think it's just like, God damn, okay, okay, like okay, so like Blair was saying this, and then it's just like Reese said this in this episode, and it just gets me thinking about different perspectives that it's just like how can I make myself become a better artist? And it's like I
Yeah.
get to take away so much from every interview because
Yeah.
I'm talking to incredible artists that I fuck with and I vibe with, and it's just like uh,
It's
it,
real.
yeah,
It's
it's
real
just
connections. You making like legit real connections, and you getting the vibe with that artist and why they doing the stuff that they're doing. And I think it's dope. I'm digging what you're doing. I'm happy that you're doing it because we need more people out here doing it. So
100%.
kudos to you.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. And it's just like that's why I like doing this because it gives, like I said, it gives an artist and a platform to share their story.
Thank
Yeah, and I love that shit because it's like it's all about like you said, making connections to continue to make an impact to change people. Because like there could be so many people that come on and they watch this and they're like, oh shit, like I've never heard this individual before. And then they go and check out your shit, and it's just
right.
like, oh shit, like this chick is actually dope as shit. Like she's got some fucking badass bars. Like okay, and then they watch the episode, like they watch the episode because it's just
Yeah.
like okay, they listen to your music and now they want to get to know who you are, or even your fans are going to come and they're going to watch this because they want to get to know who you are even more.
Yes, because no, I'm tagging everybody in it. I'm sending everybody to you, bro. Straight up. I'm gonna give you some more artists if you need them. We
I
out here. We
definitely
are really trying to
definitely
put
do.
Colorado Springs on the map for real.
Hell yeah. And that's like I've always told, like me and Reese have had like private discussions. I want to come out to Colorado so bad because I feel like that's my second home. Like I have never been there, but I just feel like that's my second home because it's
Yeah.
just like I've got a
We
lot.
will welcome you with open arms. If you want to
Oh,
show, let me know. I got locations for you to do one. Straight
I
up.
appreciate that. I
Let me know
definitely
the
will.
date you coming out and I got you a venue.
100%. I definitely want to come out. Like I want to bring my crew with me and my homies so we can go and like an experience Colorado and see like how Colorado is because I like to call Colorado a mini like a mini Jasper because it's like so many mountain like you guys got a lot of mountains and a lot of beautiful views and it's just like that's for me that's where I would like to resonate in my career like a house on the mountains or whatever and just
Yeah.
chilling having like these dope ass artists come in and out and just making music and shit like that like that's why I do this because I want to have that vibe and that connection where it's
Ooh.
just like like I can if I go somewhere and like I want to make music with this individual or something like that, I can just be like, hey, like come through. And it's just like boom, instant. And then it's just like bam, song done. And then it's just like boom, we all fucking vibing in the studio and shit like that.
Dude, that's so dope. That is so cool. Yeah, let me know when you drop through. Like, I got you. Hit me up. You got the digits, you got the info now. So like let
I
me know
got
when
you.
you through. I got
I got
you.
you. I got you 100% because it's just like, yeah, no, like I want definitely want to like hang out with some Colorado people that I find hell like fucking chill as shit. And it's just like the group that I've talked to so far that like I have like in my little Colorado group, it's just like hell yeah. Like I wanna work with all of y'all because y'all are
For
so
real
fucking
though.
dope.
We got a dope little crew. We trying out here. We trying.
No, 100%. No, I love it. I love it. I love what Colorado has to bring. Like I've definitely low key been keeping up with some Colorado artists. So
Represent.
represent. No, 100%. What am I like? Mm, yeah, you guys are really killing it. You guys really need to be on the map. Like the fact that like Denver does have out like Denver and Colorado, like Denver, Colorado, or Colorado in general, just has like a
Yeah,
lot of dope ass motherfucking artists that just
yeah,
need to have, you know, that breakthrough. And I can't wait till like a lot of you guys have that fucking breakthrough, and then you guys are like on that fucking scene because y'all
yeah,
belong on that scene.
yes. Because we've been. I mean, I asked a friend the other day. I was like, name me 3 artists from Colorado, and the only person that somebody could come up with was India Irie, and
Mm.
I didn't even know she was from out here.
Gee,
Yeah, I was like, what? She from here? Okay, cool.
okay,
But that was it. That's all I can name. I was like, okay, so we need to start making some moves because it's too much talent out
so much
here to
talent.
not have
I don't
blown
know
up
why.
already.
I don't know why everybody sleeps on Colorado. Like, it's even like in sports too. It's like your guys' sports teams are always slept on. It's like I don't know why. Like you guys are a hidden fucking gem. You got like Colorado is a hidden gem.
So that ass no it is. Can I cuss? I'm sorry.
Oh, 100%, 100%,
But yeah,
100%.
no. I when I moved here 2016, the music scene was like flat.
Mm,
Like I was here in the
mm,
Springs, music scene was like it was kind of flat. But
mm-hmm,
they would have like hip hop nights, and you had to find it. Like you had to find these little cups to like kind of get into to figure out okay what the music scene is.
mm-hmm.
And it was a lot of indie pop. It was a lot of alternative rock music. Like those kind of bands were making it. But anybody who was singing R&B or rapping, like the Springs was not here for it. You had to go to Denver to find something.
Really.
And Denver's about an hour, roughly about an hour away from where
Mm-hmm,
I'm at. So it's just like, damn, okay, I don't want to travel to Denver every time I need to do a show or try to get out there. So I'm like, nope, I got to make where I'm at hit.
mm-hmm,
Start networking and talking to people like, hey, you doing this music? Okay, you doing this music too. Bet we all doing
mm-hmm.
this music. Let's keep going. Let's get it. Let's start doing shows. Let's turn these venues that's only performing or only letting people who do rock music.
Mm,
Let's turn these venues into places where everybody can come and do music. It don't matter
exactly.
what you're doing. Everybody can come in here and do a show, and
Mm-hmm,
we gonna bring people in. Because I think that's what they were afraid of. Like this, we're so used to one type of music. They're like, I don't know if we do rock, if you do hip hop one night, I don't know if they're gonna come in. Like this ain't that kind of venue.
mm-hmm,
And we selling shows out. We got people coming through. Like the first show I did was at Black Sheep.
mm.
And we didn't have to sell tickets. They invited us to open for a hip hop artist, and they didn't know if it was gonna be full. We filled that place up. We filled it up. Sales, everything, to the point where the guy who I was invited to play with, they asked him to come back multiple times to perform there because he was
That's
filling it up.
crazy.
So
That's
like
crazy.
it just takes that drive to keep pushing and pushing and pushing and letting these places know, like, no, this music is needed. People want to hear this kind of music. They want something different. Don't be afraid to change.
100%. 100%. 100%. I just think people can't really like evolve with change and they're so scared of it that they don't know what to do by it. But like sometimes change is like, well, I mean, change is such a good thing. Even if it does, doesn't do the what they expect, it's still like, a good thing. It shows growth.
True. It's gonna happen inevitably. You just gotta say. Janae
Exactly.
said it best. She was like, change is inevitable.
Exactly. So you can't get
It's
away
gonna
from
happen.
it.
You're gonna be with it or you wait, but it's gonna happen.
Exactly. Like you either gotta accept it or not. Like it's still gonna happen.
That.
Hell yeah. Trying to think of another question to ask you. God damn, I'm having way too much fun on this shit. Um kind of like what kind of like beats do you like to like when you're rapping? Like what kind of beats do you like to normally look for? What's your kind of normal vibe?
When I'm looking for beats, I usually type in like live guitar type beats,
Mm.
are like more, I like beats that have a lot more live instruments. I don't really
Mm.
like dealing with a lot of electronic sounds. I like it to be more live, so live piano, guitar. Drums, I'm kind of partial with. Like you can have a beat machine, like that's dope. You know,
Mm-hmm.
do what you do. But like I always want to have a live guitar or a live piano so that when I translate that music over to a live session, I can
Hey.
ask my guitarist to play this. I can ask my piano player, like, hey, can you replicate this? Because it'll be easier instead of
Mm-hmm.
them over there trying to figure out parts to like something that's all
It's like, what am
electronic.
I doing here?
Right, like okay, I hear this part, but am I doing this? Because you know, like some of these beats are made with like a synthesizer,
Mm.
and you have your beat machine or a MIDI keyboard
Mm.
where you're doing all that, and to make the beat, and you're imitating these sounds, but they don't sound exactly like the actual instrument. So
Mm-hmm.
if I can put in and find an actual like beat maker that's over here playing all the instruments and making beats like that, oh, heart. Love it. I'm here for it. I will support you. I will give you my money. I will be here for it.
Hell yeah.
Um, a lot of my personal beats though, that are from like because I have original songs like that I don't go and find beats for. I'll play guitar and I'll
Mm.
sing. And then I'll go to my studio and be like, so I play the guitar, hear the chords, here's what I'm singing. They'll take that, they'll go add piano to it, they'll add this to it, they'll have a drum kit to it, and then we'll create a beat based off how my guitar playing is.
Mm.
So that's another way I get my music. And I'm trying to translate more into going into that now that I
Mm-hmm.
have a studio that's capable. Excuse me.
No worries.
But yeah, now that I have a studio that's capable of doing that, I haven't really been dabbling in Beatstar too much. I feel like, hey, I have a song in my head. I'm gonna sing it to you. Can you translate this into instruments? And I kind of
Mm.
can. I'm like, I hear the instruments that I want. I need a little bit of bass to do this.
Mm.
And then like, and I would tell them like, yeah, this is how I'm feeling it. That's what I want. And they'd be
Mm.
like, all right, I'm hearing what you're doing. Let me send you some shit. Let me send you some stuff. Let me do it. Man, these dudes are so cold with it. His name is Caleb. He comes from Atlanta. He just moved back to be
Mm.
with his family, but he still works with the company and he plays every instrument. And dude was like, he heard my song and he was like, okay, got it. Went in the lab and made him a beat in like an hour. And the beat slapped. I was like, I didn't, that's me, that's my track. That's my
God
like,
damn.
dang, okay, I see you. So like that kind of stuff is amazing because it reminds me of home. Like almost everybody back at home could play almost every instrument
Mm.
and would hop on the stage and be like, you need a trumpet player? No worries, I can play trumpet. Or you need to get, yeah, I got you. Let me go ahead and get my guitar at the car. I got you. And
Yeah.
I'm just used to that kind of creative energy, like people that's just willing to get in and do it. So yeah, that's the kind of beats I'm messing with, like real live instruments, real melodic kind of sounding, neo soul-y, hip hoppy,
Mm.
even get into a little, I like MGK. So his new album, I was messing with. I know everybody else wasn't too hyped on him going into rock, but I was messing with it. And I like the sound that he made it kind of hip hoppy, but rock.
Mm.
And I like that kind of sound. I think it's dope.
No, I feel
So,
that. I feel that. I was fucking with
yeah.
a couple of songs from that. I
Well,
like
that's why
his
I'm messing with me.
I like his new song Pressure. Oh, like I think like I know he started getting back into the rap scene.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard Pressure like a couple months ago and I was just like, dude's hungry again. And that's dude's hungry again. I love it. I love to hear it because that shit was fire. Like I'm not gonna lie, like I was sitting there like, okay, I kind of I downloaded it because I was like, okay, I'm fucking with this heavy because like
Yeah.
I wasn't really a huge fan of like MGK like after he got squashed by M, but
Yeah.
like after like kind of just listening to like how he kind of transitioned his music and was like after that and was like able to kind of like go into a different genre, do very well in that genre, mind you,
Yeah.
because I'm not gonna lie, it was actually a really good album. And then kind of be like, okay, I'll miss the rap scene, and then just kind of be able to make heartfelt songs, that like forget what song, like I think it was called Home or something like that. That was on it was on a TV show on Netflix or some shit like that. But
Okay.
yeah,
I am. Yeah, no, I don't. I probably am seeing. I don't probably know that one, but I'm here with you. I like how he translated his music. Like he went into rap. The whole Eminem situation happened. Like, and he was like, okay, let me step back and let me do something that I'm actually interested in. Like he was even in the movie when when you're talking about he was in the movie. What was the name of it?
Bird Box.
Because he was playing the drummer. Or the,
Oh, oh shit. He was Tommy. Fuck. He was like, oh, he. I know what movie
Mhm.
you're talking about. I know what movie you're talking about. I've seen
It
it. I've
was
seen it.
really good. He did a dope job with that.
Hell
And then
yeah, he did.
he did really good. So I was like, okay, I see you. So this is a part of you. This is something that you like to get into. Sure, do it. Be an artist. I feel like we put artists in such a box and we get mad at them when they want to translate their music in a different way. And instead
Mhm.
of being a real fan, because I don't know if you heard Doja Cat's new song "Attention." She was calling her fans out like, "Attention, you see me? Like I love it, but you don't really love me who I am and what I'm doing. Like I can change
Mm,
tomorrow.
mm,
Could be singing R&B today and then I could be rapping tomorrow. I could be
mm.
rapping today and then be doing freaking country music the next day. Who knows? It's music. It's how I'm
Yeah.
feeling. And we shouldn't be putting any artist in a box.
No, I feel that. I respect that. I respect that. Heavy, 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 heavy. I like that. I like that. Well, alrighty. So this is the part of the show where I usually let the artist, basically come out and be tell everybody what they're up to lately, what they got coming out next, where they can find them on any, platform and all that. So this is basically your time to basically just talk about yourself before we end the episode.
All right, dope. Well, as you heard, my name is Blaire. That's Blaire with an accent. You can find me on Spotify, Apple Music, every platform you can name of that's music, I'm on it. I have a music video out right now on YouTube. If you want to check that out, like it, subscribe to my channel because I'll be having more music videos coming.
Mm,
I have an upcoming show on the 26th, which is my birthday at Anthem Enterprises. It's called the Mini Concert Series. It's going to be featuring me, my homegirl Renee, and another homegirl, Tiger Chaz. We about to kill this show. It's gonna be dope all day. It's gonna be so dope. I have swag coming soon for the new album called Portal.
mm.
So please check that out. It's not released yet. There's 2 songs released off the album right now, and we're working on this whole. It's gonna be 16-song album. So we are working on it. We're pushing it. We're trying to get it out there. I just had a listening party, super dope. Went
Mm.
over so well. Like I played a couple of songs for these people, and they digged it. They liked it a lot. So I'm
Hey, I
excited
can't
for this
wait.
album that's
I
coming out,
can't
and I hope
wait.
anybody out there is excited for it because it's gonna be super
Mm,
dope. Um, and I have another show in September the 2nd that's
mm,
going to be at House of Thrift, which is in Chapel Hills Mall. It's a
mm.
cool little spot. If you like thrift clothes, if you like a cool, like kind of chill vibe where they like dope, it's a dope scene. I have a show there. And then I perform with Fozzy,
Mm.
upcoming show, September 22nd at Black Sheep, the first place I ever performed. This is the first time I get to perform my own set.
Hey,
So I'm so excited to perform there for the second time as my own artist and not being featured with somebody else.
let's
So
go.
super excited about that. That's what's going on with me. I'm building, moving, making these moves. If you want to book me for a show, let me know because I'll fly where you at. I'll drive
Mm.
where you at. I'm here to do it. I love the music. That's a
Perfect.
little bit about Blaire.
Well, we definitely gonna have to connect and get on the song together. I think we would make something
Yes,
fire.
bruh. I'm here for that. If you ever want to collab with something, let me know because I'm down for a collaboration with some music. Always down.
Always, always. Well, we definitely are gonna have to because I think
Yeah.
we definitely gonna have. Yeah, I think we definitely would make something that would put the hip hop fiends into a shockwave.
I'm here for that.
Me too. I got you. I
I want
got
to
you.
thank you again for having me on your show. I really appreciate you like hitting like blessings. I'm gonna tell you blessings on blessings. Like
Mm.
thank you so much because this is an opportunity like that I don't think a lot of people get to have, and I appreciate you for giving me the opportunity to be here.
No, I appreciate you reaching out. I again, I appreciate Reese just handing out, my stuff to people and trying to get, this because I really want to expand this and, allow other artists just to be able to have that platform and be able to share their story and stuff like that. Cause, it's there's always inspiration in anything and in anyone. So like any episode, anybody can just grab inspiration and motivation that they need. And it's just that's why I choose, like my guests very carefully, because it's just like I want to make sure that I vibe, and every episode is a vibe so far. And
Yeah,
again, thank you so much for contributing to that vibe, because I
of
really
course.
think this was one of them good episodes. I think
Thank
people are really
you.
gonna fuck with this one. And yeah, it's just like I really love, you know, being able to sit here and, just listen to other artists, share about, where they've gone through in life and where they've, gone through in this music industry. And, like I love hearing about other artists' stories. So that's why I love, being able to have the opportunity to do this with so many other artists.
That's so dope. With
I
that mindset, dude, you're gonna go so far.
appreciate that. I
You're
really
gonna go
do.
so far for sure. Like I'm ready to see you like doing some major, major things, yo, for real.
I appreciate that. I really do. That means a lot to me. You too, though. You too, though. Like
Thank you.
seriously, though. Like when I listened to you, when I dug through your profile a little bit, I was just like, okay. I was really impressed. I was like, this chick is fire as fuck. Okay, okay.
It took a minute. We had to build that confidence up to go out here and do this. But like I'm not
You got it.
stopping no more,
Nah,
man.
nah.
Nothing
Don't
gonna stop
stop.
me and no one gonna stop me.
Nah, foot on the pedal. Keep it up. Keep it
That
up. Cause seriously, you on a breakthrough. You on a breakthrough.
I'm doing it. Watch. Watch what happens. Keep on, keep watching. It's going
Keep watching. Keep watching. You already know. Already. Thank you guys so much for coming on. And thank you so much for watching another episode of the K.Y.T.E podcast. Tune in next week with another episode. Peace.